Fear. We all have it. It's a universal experience that transcends cultures, ages, and backgrounds. It's part of being human, an emotion that connects us all, a primal instinct that keeps us safe, alerting us to danger and helping us survive. But sometimes fear can be a cruel master, taking control of our thoughts and actions. It whispers doubts, holds us back, and keeps us from truly living our lives to the fullest. We allow fear to build walls around our hearts, trapping us in a cycle of what-ifs and maybes, preventing us from reaching our true potential. Fear can manifest in countless ways. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. Each one can be paralyzing. These fears are like shadows, always lurking, waiting for a moment of weakness to take hold and dominate our thoughts. We tell ourselves it's better to be safe than sorry, to avoid the possibility of pain, but in doing so, we miss out on life's greatest opportunities. But what if I told you there's another way? A way to break free from the chains of fear. What if I told you that true freedom comes from facing our fears head-on, embracing the unknown with courage and determination? It's a journey, a process of self-discovery, and it all starts with a single step, a step towards a life where fear no longer holds you back, but propels you forward. I used to be a prisoner in my own mind, trapped by the invisible bars of my anxieties and insecurities. Fear controlled my every move. Public speaking, no way. Even simple social interactions felt like insurmountable challenges. Traveling to new places, too risky. The thought of navigating unfamiliar environments was paralyzing. Putting myself out there, chasing my dreams, impossible. I watched others achieve their goals while I remained stuck in my comfort zone. I was afraid of being judged, of failing, of the unknown. These fears dictated my choices, keeping me from taking risks. These fears were like chains binding me to a life of mediocrity and regret. I felt trapped, unable to break free. I let opportunities pass me by, always choosing the safe path, the familiar routine. It was a life devoid of excitement and growth. One of my biggest fears was flying. The mere thought of boarding a plane filled me with dread. The thought of being thousands of feet in the air, trapped in a metal tube, sent shivers down my spine. It was a fear I couldn't shake. This fear controlled my life. It dictated my travel plans and limited my experiences. I missed out on family vacations, exciting job offers, and the chance to experience new cultures. The world felt like a closed book to me. Looking back, I realized how much fear had robbed me of. It stole precious moments and opportunities that I can never get back. I was living a half-life, a life devoid of the richness and fullness that comes from embracing the unknown. But now I am determined to break free and reclaim my life. But something shifted within me, a quiet whisper at first, then a roar. I was tired of being afraid. Tired of letting fear dictate my life. I craved something more, something bigger than my fears. This turning point didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual awakening, fueled by a deep desire for change. I started reading books about overcoming fear, listening to inspiring podcasts, and surrounding myself with people who embraced challenges. One day I made a decision. I would no longer be a prisoner to my fears. I would face them one by one and reclaim my life. It was a terrifying thought, but also exhilarating. I knew it was time to step out of my comfort zone and into the unknown. It was time to finally feel the fear and do it anyway. Section 4. Facing the mountain one step at a time. Facing my fears was like climbing a mountain. Each fear was a peak that seemed insurmountable at first glance. Daunting at first, but with each step I gained confidence and strength. The journey was long, but every step forward was a victory. I started small, taking on challenges that pushed me slightly outside my comfort zone. These small steps were crucial in building my resilience. For instance, instead of avoiding social situations, I started attending networking events, which were initially intimidating. Forcing myself to engage in conversations with strangers was a significant step. It was uncomfortable but necessary. Each interaction, though initially nerve-wracking, chipped away at my social anxiety. Slowly I began to feel more at ease. Then came the big one, flying. This was a fear that had haunted me for years. I booked a flight to a nearby city, knowing that every fiber of my being would scream at me to back down. It was a test of my resolve. The day of the flight, I was a bundle of nerves, but I boarded the plane, determined to see it through. Reminding myself that I was in control of my fear, not the other way around, was empowering. I took deep breaths and stayed calm. The flight itself was uneventful, but the sense of accomplishment I felt afterward was indescribable. I had conquered a major fear. I had faced my biggest fear and emerged victorious. This experience taught me that no mountain is too high to climb if you take it one step at a time. Section 5. Freedom on the other side of fear.